The last two round of 16 matches were both intense and closely fought encounters. Sweden and England came through to complete the quarter-final lineup, but Switzerland and Colombia pushed them all the way. In the night's first game, Switzerland took on Sweden for a spot in the last 8. Sweden began well as Switzerland's new-look defence struggled to settle down. Marcus Berg had an early chance but miscued his shot. Moments later, there was more panic in the Swiss defence. A crucial block from Manuel Akanji popped up for Albin Ekdal to hit, but the Hamburg midfielder sent his volley over the bar. As the game settled down, both sides struggled to create clear-cut chances. The ball remained in the midfield for most of the first half as the defences stood firm. In the 20th minute, Switzerland goalkeeper Jan Sommer made the first meaningful save of the match when he threw himself to the right to claw away a shot from Marcus Berg that was heading for the bottom corner. Switzerland began to get a foothold in the game as the half wore on. Blerim Zemaili blasted high over the Swedish crossbar after being teed up by some good play from the Swiss. But the best chance of the first half fell to Albin Ekdal, who skied his volley over the bar from just 6 yards out of the goal gaping. Both teams had their moments, but neither was ruthless enough as the first half ended goalless. Sweden started the second half marginally better than Switzerland but failed to force a save from Sommer in the Swiss goal. The deadlock was broken when Emil Forsberg evaded two players to let it rip from the edge of the box. His low drive was deflected into the net by Akanji to hand Sweden the lead. Switzerland began turning on the pressure as they stared at an exit from the World Cup. Breel Embolo came on and almost scored after Emil Forsberg cleared his shot off the line. As the game entered the last 5 minutes of regulation time, Switzerland camped themselves in the Swedish half. However, they failed to create any chances. Haris Seferovic got his head on the end of a cross from Ricardo Rodriguez, but Robin Olsen was up to the task and held on to the ball. With Switzerland committing men forward, Morten Olsen found himself through on goal. Michael Lang tripped the Swede just outside the box and was sent off as he didn't attempt to play the ball. The referee gave the penalty first, then overturned his decision after VAR showed the foul had taken place outside the box. A dramatic end to the game, but Sweden had held off the Swiss successfully. They are through to the quarterfinals for the first time since 1994, courtesy a heavily deflected goal from Emil Forsberg. In the second game on Tuesday night, England took on Colombia for the last quarterfinal spot at Russia 2018. In as early as the 6th minute, Ashley Young whipped in a free kick from a tight angle that David Ospina had to punch away. The Three Lions started the better of the two teams and Colombia found it difficult to string passes together when they got hold of the ball. Playing on the right flank, Kieran Trippier bombed forward and unleashed a stunning cross to find Harry Kane at the back post. However, the England captain could not direct his header on target from a difficult angle. As the half wore on, Colombia found their stride. But with 5 minutes to go for half-time, England were awarded a free kick in a promising position. Trippier though was unable to test Ospina as he dragged his shot wide. England had dominated the game but created few chances as both teams went into the break without disturbing the net. 10 minutes into the second half, Carlos Sanchez wrestled Harry Kane to the ground and the referee pointed to the spot. Kane stepped up and scored to give England the lead. It was his 6th goal of the World Cup. Getting increasingly frustrated, tensions boiled over as Colombia continued to foul England players all over the field, picking up 4 yellow cards in 11 second half minutes. 9 minutes from time, Colombia got their chance to equalize, but Juan Cuadrado blazed his shot over to let England off the hook. Kyle Walker was guilty of losing the ball in a dangerous position, but Colombia failed to make him pay for his mistake. With 1 foot in the quarterfinal, England were forced to defend a late corner. Yerry Mina rose highest and powered his header beyond Pickford and Trippier to level the score. It was the defender's 3rd goal of the World Cup and it took the game into extra time. Colombia started the first half of the extra time with more purpose and swagger as England looked shell-shocked and failed to control the game. They did improve as the clock neared 120 minutes, but neither side could find a winner. And for the 3rd time in the round of 16, penalties were needed to decide a quarterfinalist at Russia 2018. Falcao went first and drilled Colombia into the lead, while Kane made it 1-1 in the shootout with a well-placed penalty. Juan Cuadrado made it 2-1 with a powerful shot in the top corner, while Rashford brought England back level again. Luis Muriel sent Pickford the wrong way, but David Ospina handed Colombia the advantage by saving Jordan Henderson's spot kick. Uribe then rattled the crossbar with Colombia's next penalty and England levelled the scores through Kieran Trippier. But Pickford's brilliant save of Carlos Bacca gave Eric Dyer the chance to win it for England, and the Tottenham midfielder buried his penalty to send England through to the quarterfinals. In their fourth attempt, England finally won a World Cup penalty shootout and now will face Sweden for a spot in the semi-finals of the World Cup.